Hey guys, I'm back. I'm miserable doing this for you. You know what it never ever did in Florida? This. So, yeah. So why am I outside in all this when you guys know how much I hate cold weather? Because today we're going to talk about something that is different. That is fairly important to some people, not as important to others. But we are going to be talking about notebooks. Yeah, notebooks. We're going to be talking about all-weather, tactical, field note-taking, writing implements. There's a lot of folks that go off into the woods, or not even the woods, just off into the streets for jobs, for camping, for whatever reasons, and need to have the ability to write stuff down, that want to take notes. Hunters, people that just want to take journals. When I was working EMS, you had to document every little piece of patient care you did. In the military, mission planning, mission execution, accountability, everything needs to be written down. And I'm out here today because this is a perfect day to illustrate. More often than not, you know, if you're doing your outdoor stuff, you're not going to have a perfect, happy, fun, sunny day to do it in. So today we are going to cover some of the my choices of outdoor survival, tactical, all-weather, all-purpose writing equipment. From notebooks to the actual stuff you write down, to the actual paper and everything that you put in here, to keep all of that stuff safe and allow you to do your job and take your notes and do whatever out in every condition. And this is a notebook that I've carried for some time. I've got my call sign patch up there. I've got my last unit of assignment patch over there. And a regular guy. I've always told you guys, I'm not special forces, nor would I ever pretend I was. Regular guy. This is a Right in the Rain product, and we're going to look at this more in depth. If you think I'm doing this whole video out here in this crap, you are out of your damn minds. So, I'm out here really just for dramatic effect. It is cold. While I'm out here, though, there's a video I have been meaning to do for a while, and I'm going to do part of it while I am out here. I have an awesome knife, an amazing knife. This was lent to me by a really cool dude, DJ. I'm going to put his whole YouTube title in the video description. He's got his own channel and everything. And I talk to DJ often. He's a good dude. He's gone through some crappy stuff that I totally relate to that I've gone through lately. But he's a smart guy. He's a good guy. I like talking to him. He lent me this for video purposes. This is one of the best. It's a simple survival knife. I'm trying to get it out one-handed right now while I hold the camera. It is not fancy. It's just a great survival bushcraft knife. And I've been messing with it, and I've been meaning to do and upload this whole video, and I shot a video, and I was going over, and I wasn't happy, and I'm getting this back to him this weekend with a couple surprises for his generosity in letting me check it out and borrow it. And I've used it in conjunction with another video that I put up that a lot of people have asked for. This is an amazingly tough, rugged little knife, and there's going to be a lot more info on it. So this is just a sneak peek. What's really cool, though, is the custom sheath scabbard he has for it, and all of the accessories: flashlight, ferro rod, compass, little tinderbox on the back. This is an awesome device. So I just want to say now publicly, because I've had it for a while like a douche canoe and have not done anything with it. Thanks, DJ. I have told you over and over I was not made for this kind of environment. Thank God we never had to fight it out in Central Europe, and that all of my deployments were to the Middle East and cold areas like that, except for one to Bosnia way long ago. The part that really blows my mind is that there are people that love this stuff. Love it. I don't understand. Please teach me your ways so I'm not so miserable here in the winter. I was informed today that this isn't even the worst of it. That, like in Florida, our winter lasts for like a week and a half in December, and then a couple days in January. And 40 degrees is our winter there. And you know, again, this is the boy that grew up in New York City. It's not like I haven't experienced a real winter. I just forgot. And I was informed today that winter here lasts clear into March. So, yay, you know. So anyway, DJ, thanks. This is coming back to you soon, and you're really going to be happy with the videos that you see and with the extra stuff that's coming with it. But as snow piles up on me and my Right in the Rain notebook, I hope that you guys, this is not a standard, this is not a bunch of sharp objects and cool tools and everything, but I really think this video is worth watching. So I hope you guys will stick through this, and you're going to get to see me do some cool stuff with cool things. So let's get inside to where we can actually spread out and look at a whole bunch of stuff and take a look at tactical field note-taking writing equipment. Okay guys, I'm back inside. I am warm. I am not miserable. So let's take a look at all the stuff we have arrayed in front of us. Now, I recognize, again, this might not be a video that everybody's interested in, but I think this is something that would come in handy or apply to everyone at least sometime, somewhere. You know, I mean, and we say the words tactical, we say the words field. You don't have to think of it in those terms. Think of it as, you know, you're just trying to get stuff done, and it's raining, it's snowing outside, it's pouring, all weather, all environments is a good way to think of this. It never hurts to have one of these systems on you somewhere. And you see, we've got little tiny things like little pads you can keep in a pocket, all the way up to these like really cool fancy notebook systems. To even kind of illustrate why we're talking about this and looking at this stuff, let's do a practical demonstration with the help of Spider-Man towel and green spray bottle, also known as Peta Kitty Cat, get the hell off that. So just going to take a regular old piece of paper, fold it in half, take a regular old ballpoint pen and write something on it. Okay, we'll even go a step further. Let's take a marker. Hey, any weather event whatsoever. It's raining, we're outside, snow's got on here, it starts to melt, our marker starts getting bleedy, the paper's wet, the paper starts getting gross, this paper eventually just shreds apart, and what happens if we need to write on this stuff again? Well, let's get our pen out once again. Ink doesn't really want to hold to it. It's easy to rip through the paper, and eventually just stops working whatsoever. So this doesn't have to be a tactical field problem to affect you. I mean, this is like you're standing outside in the rain trying to take care of stuff. Now, military-wise, we deal with this stuff all the time. I'm sorry, I gotta start disassociating. They deal with this stuff all the time. Police, fire, EMS crews deal with this stuff all the time. Outdoorsmen, hunters, you know, you need to write stuff down about, maybe you're trying to take notes about a good hide or a good blind, or you're just trying to, whatever it is. This is stuff that happens. Let's take a look at some of the cool stuff that I've discovered over the course of my career, both EMS and military. Things that sort of help alleviate that problem. And, you know, I'm not sure what order I want to go in. I guess we'll start off with these smaller products. This came in an Alpha Outpost. And the Gentleman box, I believe. Field notes. And you guys have all seen this. It says durable materials made in the USA, 48-page memo book. Basically, though, this is paper in a cardboard cover. So yeah, you can carry this around and you can write notes in it, and that's great. But when it gets down to it, this is just paper all over again. So it's nice to have a field notebook, and it's better than, you know, some like the little spiral memo books you might have used to write down your homework assignments in school. But it is just still paper, and with water and weather and stuff, this will shred up on you. The advantages are you can write on paper with any damn thing you want. And when we look at some of these cool, tactical, all-weather things, we'll see how that doesn't apply to them. You need to use some kind of special stuff. But this has advantages and disadvantages. Writing on black cardboard might require some special tools. A silver, you know, Sharpie works great on this, but I'm not sure that just a regular old black ballpoint is going to show up too well, or a pencil. But this is a great time to start looking at some of these notebook covers to help protect your little flimsy paper thing. And it figures that Alpha Outpost, of course, would give you the bare minimum in a quote-unquote field notes notebook. Let's take a step up and let's look at the quote-unquote indestructible field book. By the way, it's not. I tested that. It's not indestructible. But this is by the Enlon Publishing Group. This is a plasticized, not plastic, but a plasticized notebook. And if you look, you can really see the difference. So it is a coated paper. So standard kind of cardboard paper, plasticized coated paper. And it is very, very similar to your field notes. It is ruggedized, hard to tear. I don't want to do this with this one because I've torn one of these up and I don't want to do that. And even the pages are ruggedized. Now, yeah, you can tear it if you want, but you'll see they've got that sheen on it too, which gives them a little bit of water resistance. Everything in here is very securely stapled in. Now, I'm not saying you can't tear this up, okay? I'm saying that right now. But it's a little bit of a step up. So if you don't want something big and you want something you can keep in your pocket, but you've got a little bit of water resistance and something that's going to last a little bit longer than just a paper notebook, this is pretty good. Now, I bought this on Amazon. I can't remember the price. I'm going to put it in there, and it came in a 4-pack. So 4 of them for a pretty decent price. And the price of the 4-pack was equal to the price of one of these fancy Write in the Rain notebooks. Let's ask for Spider-Man's help again. And, you know, I wrote just as a sample because these are the kinds of writing implements we're going to look at with some of the other fancier stuff. Here's what it looks like when you write with a pencil, a standard ballpoint pen, a Sharpie, a vis-a-vis wet erase marker, an alcohol-based marker, and then a wet erase. So a Staedtler, these are kind of fancy, but we use them in the military a lot for, we call them matte pens. Staedtler alcohol marker, and then a wet erase marker. Now, what is the difference? Well, you're going to see that when we do a little demonstration with Mr. Rain Bottle here. So, you're going to see that the alcohol-based marker, nothing happens. Now, the paper, by the way, this is what I want to demonstrate. The paper is still pretty good. The point is, look, the paper has not lost its form. It hasn't shredded up. It doesn't get all soft and gross. Now, depending on the ink that we've chosen, our wet erase vis-a-vis are coming off a little bit. Man, that wet erase Staedtler is coming off for sure. But our alcohol markers, our permanent markers like our Sharpies, ballpoint pen, and our pencil, they're still there. They're still showing strong. So if you're using this and the right tools in a bad weather environment, you've got some good permanent options for taking that note. And for example, let's grab a Sharpie again here, and we're writing on wet paper. Wet. Paper. Not great, right? But if we use an alcohol-based Staedtler, see how that works? Wet. Paper. So there are good options, and on this paper, you know, this stuff, the ink will hold. That's what it's made to do. It's made to be usable in your all-weather bad situations. Inexpensive, fits in your pocket. You get 4 for the price of virtually 1, and you can write on it with virtually, you know, anything you want. Gel pens, by the way, you'll notice I don't have any gel pens. Gel pen ink in an all-weather environment, it does not match. It's not a good idea. Especially on this coated paper. Gel pen ink does not dry well on any all-weather writing surface that I've seen to date. It will smudge left and right as you're trying to write. I don't have any of it here. I just don't even use gel pens because it's just, I smudge it everywhere. So gel pens are a no-no on any of these books that we're looking at. And one of my favorite brands for all-weather writing stuff is Write in the Rain. And these guys were kind of, not the very first, but they are one of the most well-known. Lots of military issue products. They're well known all through the military, I will tell you. I've been carrying these since way back in my early Army days, and these are awesome. Write in the Rain makes some fantastic products. Now, they're pricey, but they go way beyond just these notebooks. They have all sorts of different patterns, and I don't have a whole lot of them here. I wanted to gather a lot, but Write in the Rain not only makes notebooks in various sizes, so I have some to show you. Standard little notepads, larger notepads, notebooks. You're going to see some other books. They even have copy paper, so you can get like regular letter size copy paper and run it through a copy machine or a laser printer. They have loose leaf paper that fits in some of the notebooks we're going to look at, but they have specific pads for EMS, for patient care reports. They have law enforcement interview pads. They have job site incident pads. They have nature pads. They have all sorts of different patterns that you can get on the paper. This is kind of their standard sort of graph pattern. They have regular lined paper. I don't know which one this has. Yeah, this is their universal pattern, but they have regular old lined paper. They have all sorts of stuff. All of their pads have actual plastic covers to help protect everything that's in there. So this is completely waterproof, weatherproof. The paper is a little bit different. I don't know how to describe the feel of the paper if you haven't felt it, but it's different kind of stuff. Lately, I've seen a lot of, I won't say copiers, because they are a little bit different, but very, very similar materials. I have not done a side-by-side test, but this came, you saw in the most recent Shit Hits the Fan box. These I got in a 4-pack on Amazon, just like the Elon books. Pretty reasonable price. These are almost virtually the same as the Write in the Rain, so, you know, good books. I wanted to get some different brands just to show you their options. They're a little bit cheaper than the Write in the Rain, but they are virtually identical in terms of composition. A little thinner. The paper's a little thinner, not quite as thick and tough, but in terms of its waterproof capability, I think, you know what we'll do? We will grab one paper from here, and we'll grab one paper from here, and we'll just test them out side by side. These feel identical, in fact, and you would just have to feel the difference. Write in the Rain just feels thicker and a little tougher, but I did the same test right here. Pencil, ballpoint, Sharpie, vis-a-vis, alcohol stapler, and wet erase stapler. And Spider-Man, where are you? This pad, by the way, I've used for a long time, and that's why it's so thin. They come much thicker than this. I've torn a lot of pages out of this, but so same thing. Now you'll notice on the actual Write in the Rain paper, our water-based markers come right off because of the coating that's on there. But you'll also notice the beading of the water, very different than the other papers we've looked at. Water literally beads right off this, and you can wipe it right off, and that paper is essentially dry. That's what this stuff is made to do. And then, unlike the other papers, let's get a water-based marker, or sorry, a water erase marker, just to show you. I'm ready. It's ready to write again with whatever you want right away. That is the beauty of Write in the Rain. I am not trying to sell Write in the Rain to you. It's just I have a lot of experience using Write in the Rain products because they're really good. Ballpoint, yay. You guys are now seeing how horrible my handwriting is. Yay. You can get a pencil on there again. Woot. I mean, it just, and this stuff is ready to go in an instant. And then, of course, you know, a ballpoint pen, or again, you saw a ballpoint pen, an alcohol-based marker works phenomenal. Now, the next time it gets wet, though, your water-based ink is going to come right back off. But Write in the Rain is awesome stuff. Now, the thing about Write in the Rain is it will, over time, like any other paper, it will survive its raindrops. It will handle getting wet. If you soak this paper, like any other weatherproof paper, it's going to tear up, it's going to soften up, it's going to stop being effective, basically. Since I haven't seen these in action, let's see the beading action on these ones. This is the Jas paper, and I don't like how the Jas paper is curling right up with the water. That's not cool, but you've got some beading, smaller beading. That's interesting. Let's see the timber. Well, that works a little bit more like standard Write in the Rain, but look at the Write in the Rain. It's maintaining its shape. I told you it's a tougher paper. Let's get a pen out and write on it. Well, ballpoint pen works. Not bad. Alcohol-based. Not bad. Let's go to the vis-a-vis this time. We haven't really messed with them that much. Vis-a-vis also great on coded maps. not bad. And I guess that's about it. You know what? I want to use the Staedtler wet erase just to give it a shot. Woot. Woot. And one thing I'm concerned about and I want to try is pencil, because pencil has the potential to rip paper, especially I like to use this very thin 0.5 millimeter lead. Yeah, a little trouble with the pencil. You see it? Not so much on this one. Now, let's clear this off. It's actually holding on to that wet erase ink fairly well. The vis-a-vis and the Staedtler. Look at that. Not bad, actually. It holds it pretty well. The paper quality on the, not Timberline, but Trailblazer one, it just, it does not hold up to weather. It does not at all. Not nearly as well as the Jas or the Right in the Rain. I think really the main waterproof part of the Trailblazer is the plastic cover. Want to stress again, there are a lot of different brands of these waterproof notebooks with waterproof, you know, quote-unquote waterproof paper. I picked these ones because I either have a lot of experience with them or no experience with them at all, and I wanted two different ends of the spectrum. Again, Right in the Rain, I swear by this stuff, personal opinion only. I've used so many of their products, and you're going to see more of their products as we go through this video. Jas, as we've seen, pretty good for the money. I mean, value brand, but you know, I mean, really, I would test out whatever you buy before you actually take it out into an environment where you want it to function. Because as we saw, this one, it looks cool, did not hold up. So